What's happening, Al Stasic? How are you doing today, sir?
Jake Hinder, best day ever.
Best day ever.
Yes,
Every
sir.
day is the best day ever at EXP.
That's
Anyway,
it. Yes, sir.
what's going on, man? So it's been a little while since we've done our, Moscow Mule Wednesdays. So
Yeah,
I wanted
you're
to say
right.
Monday for some reason, like we were supposed to be on doing this on Monday.
Right.
But we've got some things to talk about today. We got some things to talk about for sure.
Yes, we do.
I'm excited. It's
All
been a
kinds
bit.
of fun stuff.
It's literally been the best week I've had since I think we've been at EXP. Maybe pretty close.
I would have to say that you.
Oh, I lost you. We lost you. We lost you.
How'd you lose me?
There we go. There you are. We throw that EXP background up there. But I do have a message for Keller Williams agents, and I'm sincere. I'm sincere about this. So if you're a Keller Williams agent, then you listen up. If you know a Keller Williams agent, you should share this video with them because we're going to save them some money. So since we've been, and again, I don't care if you don't want to come to EXP, fine, stay where you're at. If you think it's better where you're at, just stay where you're at. That's fine. We don't care. We still love you anyways. But if you are going to stay at Keller Williams, let me tell you what I have seen happening across the country. Really, it's been for the last year, maybe almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We've only been at EXP for 2 years and a few months. But almost since we've been here, what happens when you go try to negotiate? And we help agents do this as a coaching company. The first thing we look at what are your expenses? How much of the money are you getting to keep? And so do the math, right? It's called the do the math drill. We're going to do the math. How much money are you paying your brokerage right now? How much money? Now, don't be trying to pretend like it's not what it is, because it is what it is. So if you're paying, 30,000 or 18,000 or 22,000 or whatever, and then there's is that $3,000 that you got to pay to Gary too, and then there's the any transaction fees they have that they're sticking you with, and every company's different, but there's an amount of money that you're paying, and that there's an amount of money that's acceptable, and there's an amount of money that's not acceptable before you should consider looking at other options. That's what we've always done. That's what we've always coached people to do, and that's what we would recommend that you do. However, there are special circumstances right now that we have seen at Keller Williams specifically, where they are offering deals of the century. Deals of the century. Okay. They are willing to negotiate almost as if they don't have a profit share program in place at all. So it's unbelievable, the deals that I've seen, people getting paid to stay at Keller Williams, people getting paid or reduce caps or eliminating caps. So if nothing else, okay, you owe it to yourself to negotiate a better deal for yourself, period. And they're doing it because they're scared to death of eXpRealty. So, and they don't know how to compete with it. So all they can do is just try to make it free for you to stay. So if you're definitely not leaving Keller Williams, or even if you're thinking about it, there's a little thing we call walk away leverage. When you're willing to walk away and you go in with that mentality to negotiate, you're going to be at an advantage, because you don't have any idea what they'll offer you. And you'll know where you stand in the pecking order of things. So if they didn't offer you anything, then I can tell you that they just don't care about you, because they're offering other people substantial deals to stay when you tell them that you're thinking about leaving and joining eXpRealty. They just don't have an answer for that. So that's a freebie for you guys. So see, we love you. Even if you're not at EXP, we're nice to you. We try to help you, save money, make money. We're going to still love on you anyways, because eventually you're going to come join us at EXP, right?
That's correct. Yeah, it's been one heck of a week, and we've experienced what we're experiencing in other cities when they start seeing our marketing, that we're coming to town to teach how you can double your business in a matter of a year or two, using the techniques and using the strategies that you've taught thousands of real estate agents on how to do. In 2010, when I hired you guys as my coaches, I doubled my business again, like probably 3 times in a row, using these things. And so when they start seeing the marketing that's coming, that we're coming to do this, they actually start putting events together that they weren't going to previously do. They weren't previously going to do an event. They weren't going to have a training, but they see us coming to town. Now all of a sudden there's a training. Now I want you to think of if this is happening in your marketplace, because I'm just trying to put myself in other people's shoes. when I put myself in someone else's shoes, and if I was an agent at one of those brokerages, excuse me, I would be going to the leadership and saying, y'all were going to be putting this together until you saw Jay and Al come in. Why are you now putting it together? It doesn't sound like you have really good intent, when you're only doing it to just, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. In all honesty, let me say this. It is humbling that a company as large as Keller Williams finds out that we're coming to town and we're doing an event, which is one of our Double Your Business lives, which is killer content. It's not an EXP pitch. It's killer content. And they go out of their way. And I finally saw, actually, Kevin and Fred shared with me the inner workings of Keller Williams that I never knew this existed. I can't believe I didn't know this, but they literally have a task force. Cheers to that. They have a task force. Oh, whoops, what's that? Where'd it go? That revenue share dance.
Don't make me dance.
Right. Well, it's not rev share day. It was a few days ago. I didn't know that this existed, but they apparently have a task force that when somebody's coming to town, it's not just anybody. Not just us. It's also, from a MAPS coaching perspective, anybody who represents a threat to their revenue. And they do everything they can to keep, hey guys, everybody, we got to get this event put together and pushed out and make sure everybody comes. But like our event's from 10:30 to 2:00. Anybody ever heard of an event from 10:30 to 2? It's pretty unique, right? So it's obvious when Keller Williams does an event right this exact same day from 10:30 to 2, every city that we go to, that they are literally, as a company, trying to keep agents from hearing about EXP is what they think they're doing, which they don't really even know what we're doing. But to me, it's absolutely, it's dead giveaway, as they would say in Cleveland, dead giveaway. It's a dead giveaway. Hide your kids, hide your wife. It's a dead giveaway. That they know that if you saw what it is that we're going to show you, that you would probably leave. Like, that's the obvious answer. Why else in the world would they be going to this level of effort to try to put together events, bring people onto stage, whether they got to drive in and they're local or whatever the case may be? Why would they go through all that effort if they weren't scared out of their pants and didn't have an answer for EXP? It's exactly what it is. And so, and today I got somebody poked the bear one too many times, and I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with these. If here's the thing, if you had good intentions and you were being honest and you weren't telling your agents lies and you truly had their best intent, then you would be like, you know what? You should get every bit of learning you possibly can from all the areas that you can get them from. You ain't got to pay us for coaching. That's a broken model. Every brokerage should be offering the stuff that Keller Williams offers, and they charge you for. What's real. If you're going to be paying them any money, they should be providing you that value. So if they're going to go out there and tell lies about us and say, oh, it's just a EXP event, it'll make you're going to make the company look bad if you show up. That's what a Remax broker did. And in fact, DJ, what's up, brother? That's what happened in Pittsburgh. And so once I saw a copy of this text of this agent saying that the broker was literally trying to shame her into not going to this event because it's going to be an EXP pitch. And so she feels like she can't go now because she's going to get shamed in the office. I'm not down with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to come, right. I will stay in Pittsburgh for a month, and I will add value to every single one of your agents personally so that I can watch you go down in flames. Like, if you want to play games like that, I got extra time on my hands. I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm happy to stay in Pittsburgh. I've never been there before. I'm assuming I'm going to have a good time. So I might just stay there for a month, and I might just make sure every one of your agents gets to hear the pitch about being partnered with us at eXp. So it's up to you guys. Hey. If they want to play games like that, then it's on, baby. It's on.
So you're going to love Pittsburgh. I'm going to tell you why. The people in Pittsburgh are just like the people in Cleveland. They're straight up real. They ain't fake. You know what I'm saying? They're not about like keeping up with the Joneses, this and that. Like, I mean, they are straight up real, man. And I love Pittsburgh. I've been there. My grandmother is from Pittsburgh. So I ain't going to get into a big Steelers-Browns thing, but I'll tell you this. I grew up with half Browns shit going to the bus stop and half Steelers things because my uncles would give me Steelers hats and stuff like this for Christmas. And I didn't, I was just a little kid. I would wear them both. And I was wondering why I was getting my ass kicked at the bus stop all the time. But Pittsburgh's great, man. It's a cool city. They got cool stuff. You know, their downtown is awesome, and their people are great. So you're gonna fit right in.
All right.
I'm just pissed that I'm not going with you, man. I'm stuck at Park City. Snow.
Oh, you terrible.
All week.
That's just terrible. I hear the snow there is just awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Crazy.
So,
What's up, Mark Burns? What's up, Sam Holman? What's up, Kevin?
So yeah, I started getting
What's up, Kelly?
messages. I started getting these messages today saying, "Oh, you got to see what Jay just posted." And I was on calls with real estate agents from other brokerages all day today.
Same here.
Coming. And so I didn't get a chance to see it. And I'm like, "What the hell did he post?" And I read it, and I'm like, "Yep, somebody poked the bear."
Right.
They poked
That's
the
it.
wrong bear.
You know, it happened too many times in a row, bro. I mean, it happened like 4 or 5 events in a row now. Keller Williams has been doing events. And so if they want to come at us, then let's go. I'll go toe to toe with Keller Williams. I know what we have to offer and what they have to offer. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it'd be dumb if you stayed at Keller Williams after you see what we have to offer. So, you know, and the best thing about it is like, listen, if you stay home and you should be like morbidly curious about what the hell it is that we're going to share with you if you've never been to one of our events, because why in the world would they go to this much trouble? Why would they go to that much trouble? Is it that much better? It is. It really is. And that's the reason they can't compete with it. And so it's pretty cool. It's funny. It's I love it though. But if they want to poke the bear, then it's on like Donkey Kong.
So basically, the message that you want people to hear is that if you're at Keller Williams, you want to stay there. You should at least go to them, your leadership, and just tell them.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
You got to
try to turn that off. Sorry about that.
That's okay. No, that's okay. What you should do is go to them and say, "Look, because this is what's happening. I'm going to EXP, and I'm open to staying, but I mean, this is just too good of a deal. And basically, they're going to waive their cap. That's what we're seeing. So at least go get yourself a free
that's
year.
not all. They've been known to actually offer. I've never seen this before. They actually wrote a check for $20,000 and gave it to an agent to stay in October, and she joined about a week ago. So they're writing checks to people
to
get you to stay. Well, think about it. Everybody's like, well, here's, let me tell you what's not happening at EXP. We ain't writing no checks to get no agents. Okay. We don't have to. You know why? Because the opportunity is big enough that if you join EXP, you're going to get big enough checks that you ain't worried about some little bitty petty money on the upfront to get you to move over. And so everybody's doing it. Coldwell Banker's doing it. All the Realogy brands are doing it. Compass has started it with, buying agents, which is again, it goes back to like, I remember I had a buddy of mine that called me. It was a client, a friend of ours. And he was getting offered an ERA. ERA was coming in to try to get him to buy. They were basically trying to give him the franchise in his marketplace. And they had a couple hundred agents, and he was getting, his eyeballs got real big with the transaction numbers. And, oh my gosh, look at what they're going to give it to me. I said, listen, this is a trick. Okay. It's a trick. You see that franchise agreement, read through it. And that franchise agreement that's 10 years long, they're going to get 8% from you out of your already $1 million producing brokerage. They're going to get 8% of that for the next 10 years. They're going to give you $250,000, but they're going to get it all back and then some, brother. You don't understand. Like it's just do the math, man. It's always start with the math. And he's like, man, yeah, but he was all fired up. He's like, man, I'm so glad I called you. I'm so glad I called you. I knew you would be able to make sense of this. And it just, it would just really make me the biggest brokerage in town. But like, who cares about being the biggest brokerage in town? Let's have the most money in the bank in town. Like, that's really what we're trying to do here. Like, we're not trying to. Right? Like, I mean, shoot, I used to play those games, but I used to think that was important.
Fucking ego.
It is, and they play to it
every time.
Do that, and Realogy has a great system. I mean, they come in and they will sell you. They got people that are hired guns to come in and convince you this is the best deal you could ever have done.
You know what? One of the most embarrassing things about our industry is, and this is just my opinion from my perspective, is that it plays to the fucking ego of these people. I mean, in almost every brokerage except ours, okay? Because we just brought on an 850 agent brokerage this week, and EXP didn't stroke a dime to bring that brokerage over. And by the way, that brokerage had offers into the millions to buy them.
They could have done anything. That's what I love about Chuck and
Angela.
Angela.
Yeah.
They did what's best for their agents. They came to eXp.
What I'm saying though, bro, is that our industry has played to real estate agents' egos for decades.
Right.
And it worked.
Right.
It worked.
Dude, it's so easy to fall victim to it.
It works. Oh my God, yeah. Let's put them up here. Let's do this. Let's do that. And
hey, they funnel you up on stage with awards and make you feel special and what do we do? We're like we're like a herd of animals. Like we're like, oh, I got one up there. Let me be number one and give you some more money.
There's literally people that said the whole reason that they don't want to come to eXp is because all of a sudden they're number one in their office right now, and then they're going to come to eXp and then they're not going to be number one anymore. Are you fucking kidding me right now? like who thinks that way?
Right.
Someone who's been brainwashed to believe that status, it means nothing. You know what? That status, you can't deposit that status in your bank account. You understand that?
Yeah.
You can't deposit your ego in the bank account. If you went to your bank tomorrow and tried to deposit your ego, you'd be turned down. It don't go in there. So lose it.
Yeah, so we have a few of the Fazio crew here from Revelation in Arizona that the big brokerages came over. So cheers to you guys. Moscow Mules, which is in the custom eXp mug over here. He's rocking the copper mug. Those just take I got to fill them up too often. Yeah. So welcome, Colleen. And who else we have? I saw. Where'd you go? Chris Fisher, what's up, buddy? Welcome aboard. We're family now, so whatever you need,
that's right.
Let us know. We're there for you. And something else I saw too here. So, ego, yeah. So get this. My dad calls me. Literally, my dad doesn't call me very often. Usually, it's something that's that it's not usually a good phone call. Like he needs something or something's wrong, or saying. Usually, it used to be like something's wrong with one of my rental properties or something, right. And so he calls me up, and I'm like. I called him right back. He's like, "Oh, I must have got a lull in the day." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, there's not been many lulls today because it was yesterday." I said, "There ain't been many lulls today. It's been a big day today." But he said, he's like, "Hey, man, Reedy and Stace moved out of your office that I was in. So we had a big building. My real estate office was like 10,000 square feet, and so when I sold my company in Oklahoma to Reedy and Stace." They stayed in that building that my dad owned, which is ultimately he wanted me to buy that and buy Coldwell Banker. When I did the math, I didn't, and so he's got this building that he's leasing out to them, and I left all the awards and stuff there for years and years and years and years and years and years of awards.
Did you really?
They were all hanging on the walls and stuff because it was still it was still the Jay Kinder real estate experts, and then Reed and Stace took it over, and a couple years later, a few years later, they changed the brand over to them, but all the stuff was still in the office everywhere. So my dad's like, "Hey man, what do you want to do with all these awards?" I said, "Burn them. I don't care. Throw them away." What do you?
Dude, before you just said that, I knew you were gonna say burn them.
I just I want to just take them all and first of all, the regional Keller Williams, when they used to send this, they would put them in a little plaque, but they're these big medallions, and I got like 400 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like. From all the years I was a Coldwell Banker. I mean, I paid them over $100,000 one year. And so I got all these awards. Like I'm going to wear them around like Flava Flav, like a clock, you know what I'm saying? Before I get rid of them all, I want to have them all list one last time. Be like, because we need to do a video. We need to show people like, listen, this shit ain't worth nothing. I paid $100,000 for those awards, $100,000 to Coldwell Banker. Are you out of your mind? I'm telling you, it's do the math. Like probably the best advice that I could give anybody is stop being emotional and do the math. Let's start there. Like, give yourself a raise. Let's just start with that. Keep talking. Keep talking. That's all. I'm gonna be right back. You got to feel that. Look, Al's got to fill his mug. That's what you got to do.
No, I'm bringing something to the conversation.
You got to fill that little mug. You got to get a bigger mug, bro. Do the math, man. This business, it takes a lot of effort for you to be successful, and we work long hours, evenings, weekends. Time away from family. You got some of your words. Hold on.
Normally you'd be right. I was gonna go fill the mug because I have to do that. Like people, they watch our lives and I think they take the over and under how many times I got to fill the mug. But that's not it. This right here is the only award that I'm most proud of. Okay. I take that back. The Honey Badger Award is the one that I'm
the most
proud of.
coveted. The most coveted.
The most coveted. But this award it says the Icon Agent Award. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Now this award, why is this special? Not because it's a beautiful crystal and it's cool or whatever. It's because this is worth $16,000. Not that I paid. This is what I got back. This is $16,000, and I'm going to take it a step further. When I got this award 2 years ago, I've gotten it twice since then. I've gotten it last year and I've gotten it this year. So this is I'm going on my third year with the company. I'm going on like the third anniversary, but this is the third year, right? So every year I've gotten an Icon Award. That means every year I got my $16,000 back in stock. Now, this is the one from my first year right here, okay? This says 2018 on it. Now, that stock that I got with this has tripled. So it's not worth $16,000 anymore. It's worth, quick math, realtor math, 32, 48,000. Thank you, Glenn Sanford.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what it'll be worth at the end of your career, Al, but probably meaningless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's probably meaningless by, I'm going to do this for another 10 years. You don't want that stock. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to what they used to say. Oh, it's a penny stock. It's a penny. Oh, no, not now. I can't say that. Oh, we're trading on NASDAQ, the big boys with the big boys now.
It's still penny stock. It's just worth lots of pennies.
Yeah.
Lots of pennies.
Yeah. Lots of them. Yeah. And not that we know stocks go up, stocks go down, but it's kind of obvious, right? Like it's so funny, man. I talk to so many different people and it's all, it's all mindset. People either have the right mindset or they don't. And you're either seeking truth and you're open-minded or you're closed-minded and you're just trying to be right. That's just the bottom line. And so people say, I get that. I've gotten this one, a lot of these questions lately. It's a pyramid scheme. How the fuck did you come up with that? Like, what is a pyramid scheme? Can you tell me and explain to me what is an MLM? Like, what do you think an MLM is? Like, this is the dumbest excuse for saying.
Well, I know what a pyramid scheme is.
Right. Okay.
Pyramid scheme is that everyone buys in, and someone, a bunch of people at the end are going to lose big. Usually,
right.
That's what you know what I mean. Like you're buying a whole bunch.
Well, then this doesn't qualify as a pyramid scheme. Darn it. Okay, it must be an MLM, Al. It's an MLM. It's a damn MLM. It's one of those damn MLMs. That's what this is. That's why it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah.
Well, what's an MLM? Doesn't that mean multi-level marketing? Does that mean that they're going to? Does that mean we have to sell potions and pills and lotions
and soaps?
Right.
Does that mean I have to buy?
Did you have to buy any pills or potions or lotions or anything at eXp? Or did you just go sell real estate?
Nope, I'm just selling lots of real estate.
So I guess it's not an MLM. Well, it must be network marketing then. It must be network marketing. That's what this is. This is a network marketing scheme. It's never going to work. Is that what it is? I don't know. What is network marketing? People that don't know. If you don't know, it's a dumb excuse, right? Like, so people throw these excuses out there. It's just this. It's just that. That when somebody tells you that, you just know that they don't know what they have not taken the time to truly investigate what this business model is. That's the first thing. And B, don't take it as an objection. Just take it as they haven't been educated and informed yet. Right. Like, I love it when I hear that because I just go, oh, that's sweet. That's a very good surface level objection, meaning that you haven't done the research and you don't know. And so it's my job to help you understand the business model because you clearly don't understand the business model. And so it's an opportunity for me to educate someone and help them see what they're not seeing. And, just when you hear a bunch of people talking trash all the time, it just gets old. But I love it. I mean, I do it all day, every single day, bro. It's been the last 2 days. I couldn't tell you. Let me tell you all this. I will tell you this right now. So 2 years is we've been here. You've been here longer than me, Al. Obviously, a couple months. Since we've been at the company, now I've seen a lot of things happen, and there's been a lot of big celebrations, right? Like along the way. I mean, like fireworks and like this is amazing. Wow, look who just joined. The #1 Keller Williams agent for the last 5 years just joined. Look who else just joined. Look who else just joined. Holy cow, we're killing it in Canada now. Like all of this stuff has been going on, and this is going back to that Big Mo. The Big Mo is on our side. We finally got Big Mo on our side. Big momentum. Yes. Momentum is on our side. When you got momentum, you can feel it, man. I'm telling you, I can feel it right now, like I've never felt it, and I've been feeling it for 2 years, though. So, but it's crazy. like, and it's funny because I think of people that are my friends, the people that are my friends that I know that are sitting on the sidelines watching this, and they're thinking I'm too late. And I'm like, damn, you're not too late. It is not too late to get in and do this and make a huge opportunity, not just sell more real estate, but become independently wealthy by helping grow this company. That's an opportunity, whether you like it or don't, or you want to focus on it or you don't. Like, but the number of people right now, and what I'm hearing across the country in every marketplace, the same thing. Everybody's unhappy. The Keller Williams offices and the OPs are not running it like they used to. They're playing favorites and this and that. There's all this stirring that's going on, and it's partially because of EXP. It's not all of EXP. Some of it's just bad business leaders, but it's stirring. The stirring's been happening, and these people are coming that are looking, that are on the fence right now, that are about to jump, and some of them are in the process. Some of them you're going to hear in the next 60 days. You won't believe how many people are joining. But the people that are coming are all influencers. And it's like another wave. It's like there's so many influential, top producing real estate agents and teams and independent companies in the country. It's almost like I think everybody I know's joined. Then I look and go, you know what? Dang, I forgot you hadn't joined. Oh, you hadn't joined either. Like, it's like all these people are starting to come and bubble up again. You know what I'm saying? And it's just continuing to bubble up. A lot of these people, I don't know. I've never met them before. They're doing 30 million, 50 million, 40 million, 25 million. There's so many of these people I've never even met before, but I'm meeting them all the time.
Yep.
Veronica's got me on calls all day, every day, dude. Veronica's been I've been on Facebook Live with Veronica 4 times in the last 2 days with big teams, big ones.
Hey, who's the girl that who's that big Remax agent that just came over, that Tina
Marty
Cole
Hampton.
brought? Marty Hampton.
Number one Remax agent in the world.
How much real estate? Well, no, because that's our other buddy.
She's in Raleigh, North Carolina. With Tina Call. Shout out to Tina Call.
Cheers, Tina. But yeah, Marty, welcome to Honey Badger Nation and welcome to the future of real estate. But we're talking about a lady who's selling hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate every single year. Runs an amazing team. She's an amazing leader.
Since I've been in real estate, she's been the number one. I think she's been number one in the world for Remax. I mean, if not number one, definitely 10 years at least.
Yeah,
like
because what's his name out of Nashville? Our boy.
Oh, that's right.
Home. Yeah, he hit number one.
No, that's right. You're right. So yeah, I don't know. I know she was number one for a number of years, and she definitely like top 10 has been forever. Oh yeah, right. One of the most respected people in women in real estate, for sure.
For sure. She's such a leader. She's amazing. She's right up there with, Veronica, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Like that's like real estate lady.
We got some royalty. We got some awesome women leaders in this company. Do we not?
We have some amazing women leaders.
Oh, it's so cool.
They're the boss babes.
They're all, yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome.
And
very cool.
I personally love watching them thrive. I mean, they're full of energy. They're true honey badgers when you think about it. They don't give a shit, and they're all over it. And I'm more excited about bringing them aboard than guys. I'm sorry,
right.
It's just they're just more fun. They're out there. They're killing it. And welcome, Marty. But yeah, and there's more coming, like you said. Every week, every month. So what else did you have in here, dude?
Man, I don't even know.
You had some good stuff in here. Let's see what you have.
That's weird. I just made a comment. So yeah, hey Burns, Mark, I will hit you up. I'll hit you up. I'm in the 1st and 2nd. I'm going to be in Pittsburgh. So just hit me up. I'll put my cell phone, just call me and we'll chat. We'll rap. Mark Burns is from my hometown, Walters, Oklahoma. And yeah.
Walters,
yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, one of my homeboys, one of the boys.
So let's talk about you wrote in here Instagram hacks.
Oh yeah. So and we've been having some fun. We've been having some fun with Instagram. In fact, so I don't know if I even talked to you about this yet. So Braden's been on the Instagram hustle, and he's been he's got a little following going. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? A few thousand followers or whatever. But he's got super high engagement, like way better engagement than my Instagram account has. But
wait, he's a good looking boy.
Yeah, he's a good looking kid. He'll be all right.
You made a good looking boy.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be okay. Yeah, he's gonna be okay.
Don't let that go to your head.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I'm talking to him, not you.
Braden. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, he'll probably be here before too long. So I mean, one of the coolest things to get to do is, in all honesty, like is to get to work with your son. You know what I'm saying? He's 21, almost 22, and getting to work with him every day. It's cool, man. I mean, it's really cool to watch them go through the things you went through. You know what I'm saying? And learning the game. But Braden's become a hell of a marketer. He's a lot smarter than I was at his age. All you got to do is ask him. He really does get marketing. And so we were talking about Instagram and really leveraging influence. And it's funny how human beings, treat, like, think about this. So if somebody hits you up on your Instagram out and they say, hey, I wanted to reach out to you, and I can help you get some more followers. What's the first thing you do?
I delete them.
What do you do? But do you look at how many followers they have?
Oh yeah. I'll click on them for a minute.
Every time, right? Yeah. Like, okay, like, sure, everybody wants more followers. This is like a popularity contest, right? Where Instagram is a popularity contest. How many followers you have is how well you're doing at the popularity contest. Correct. So let's just be honest. And so I look at it and like, you got 1,500 followers on Instagram. So yeah, no, not going to hire you. So there's nothing you could do or say that's going to convince me that you know how to build a brand on Instagram. If you got 1,500 followers and I got 25,000 or whatever it is, that's just not a good strategy for you. You better be able to do it for yourself if you're going to be able to do it for somebody else, right? So, anyways, so Braden comes over and he's all about, like, he actually sniffed out like a damn hound dog the actual real truth about how people are building their Instagrams. And how he did it was he talked to 2 or 3 people, and I wouldn't have believed it had I not experienced this. Every person, y'all going to be so pissed off about this. Everybody that's watching this, y'all are going to be like, you know what? This world is broken. So here's what happened. So there's been a couple guys, and what they do, first of all, the Instagram algorithm is never going to allow you to just organically build 1 million followers. Okay. So you first have to understand, if that was possible to organically build a following of 1 million followers on Instagram, then, that would be great, but it doesn't. That's not how they do it. What happens is these big, huge accounts and the Kardashians, all these people, they all leverage the same strategy. They basically leverage other accounts that are basically, doing shout outs and doing all these different things that they do. But you get a bunch of followers. They do these, you've seen them. They do the giveaways and this, that, and the other. And I saw one that happened today. You go look at everybody's followers. You see they're all from 1,000 of them are from India, all right, or whatever the case may be.
Philippines, yeah.
Right, and like fake accounts, bots, everything else. Well, nobody really ever does that. Like if somebody hits you up and sends a message in your inbox and they've got 50 or 100,000 followers, I don't go look at how many followers they have and what country they're from and stuff like that. I just think, shit, you got 100,000 followers. All right, what you got to say? I'm interested. I'm listening. You got my attention, right? You get my attention by the number of followers you have. So that's a real thing. And so we met a guy that is the guy. What I thought was the guy. He's actually probably not the guy now that I've learned this. We talked to this one dude. This is a separate guy. Talked to this one dude. He says, yeah. For $4,000, dude, I can get you 20,000 followers. I'm like, all right, I'm listening. So how y'all do it? And then he's telling me, and he's like, it's going to be this dude, Marco, that does this. He's a singer. I don't know where he's from. Somewhere in some language I don't speak. And they do this. They do these. What they do is they get everybody to give them $4,000. Let's say. So let's say they get 25 people to give them $4,000. Okay. And they put it on a page. They say Marco makes a post. Marco gets paid. Let's say they pay Marco $25,000 to make this one post. Marco makes this post. Hey man, go follow this account. I'm going to give away a Gucci luggage, a set of Gucci luggage for somebody, but you got to follow all the accounts on that page, and in order to be entered to win. What do? All of his little 10-year-old, 15-year-old fans go to this account, something giveaway, and they go follow all of those accounts, right? So that's been the strategy. That's how. What I didn't know was Tony Robbins used it. Grant Cardone has used it. Gary V used it. All these guys, all of them used these strategies to build their accounts internationally before they started going into niches that were their own niches, like entrepreneurship for all of them, because entrepreneurship is pretty much what they all kind of center around, right? So this would be great if everybody only did that, right? If you started with that, but you can't just do it with a US based, entrepreneur post from, someone that has 1.5 million followers tells you to, these giveaways and doing this. There's just not a way to do it. It's easier to do it with all, leveraging all these overseas accounts and whatnot. And so anyways, I just didn't know that the game was tainted like this. Okay. I just didn't know. Like, I knew it was out there, but I thought that shit went away 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When you could buy, you could buy this stuff and people, you could buy likes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? From India, and people come and like, all these people will like your shit or whatever. So anyways, it's just interesting to me. But so anyways, I got to talking when Braden broke it down, and he's like, man, I think we could do this if we spent the same money. We could probably do it legitimately and create our own following of followers that are in the real estate niche. For us, all of you that sell real estate would be, maybe the people in your marketplace. But so anyways, I pitched it to Stuman, and Stuman's like instantly saw the opportunity, and he's like, you're right, dude, we could do this. So Saturday, me, Woods, Stuman, Mike, and I'm Braden, because it was his idea in the first place. And before somebody else takes credit for it, I got to give him the credit for this, because it was truly his idea. And we're gonna hash this out and figure out, for people that want to get a massive following, we're gonna do it within the real estate space. It won't be cheap. It's because we're gonna have to buy the traffic, but we're gonna drive traffic to the giveaway. Strategically, the real estate industry is where we're targeting this, because we're thinking about recruiting agents to eXp. But that's, we're gonna, and Stuman doesn't recruit to eXp, but Stuman is selling real estate agents, coaching, training stuff, all his stuff that he does. So it's all kind of in alignment. But there's probably going to be a handful of people that they're going to want to get in on this, and it's going to be probably a small beta test. But the way it looks is probably going to be, if you may be a few $1,000 investment, but it's probably going to result in, maybe 15, 20, 25,000 followers, or it may result in 5,000 followers and it sucks, and we drop, we don't execute well or something like that. I don't know what's going to happen, but anyways, it's I do believe that I know this. The number of followers that you have on Instagram and your reach and engagement is obviously the most important thing, but is it opens doors for you that you could never open. Okay, when somebody messages you that has a couple 100,000 followers or 50,000 followers, when I make a comment on somebody's stuff and I only got 20,000 followers, people treat it differently. People treat me differently on Instagram because I have a handful of followers. Not a lot anymore today. If you don't have 100,000 followers, you ain't nothing. But so anyways, it's interesting, and that's what we're working on. It's just one of the things we're working on. We're having fun, trying to find ways to build our influence.
Let's break down the principles to somebody who's watching this, and they're asking, okay, Jay, I'm on Facebook and I'm barely on Instagram, but why would I want all these followers? If I'm trying to sell, I'm an agent in Dallas, Texas. I'm an agent in Orlando, Florida. I'm an agent in Cleveland, Ohio, or New Jersey, or California, and I'm trying to grow my business, and I want to double my business, and I want to attract business to me, not chase it.
Right.
Why is it important to have Instagram followers? People are like, oh, it's a popular account. It is a popular account, but what is the principle behind why we're doing? We're not doing it. Listen, the truth of the matter is this: we put ourselves out there every day, every week on social media for a purpose, and that purpose has nothing to do with a popularity contest. I'd rather fly under the radar with my business, my shit, okay? And so would you, because we like to do our own thing. But this is the business we're in. We chose it. So we're all in. Why would someone want to make that investment and grow their followers on Instagram or even Facebook or whatever it is? I know the answer to it, but I'm asking you. Tell the people that are watching. We have 58 people watching here, probably wondering, well, why would I want 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 15,000 followers on? And how's that going to help my business? What would you tell me?
So shout out to Nick Good. Always up to no good. What's up, dog? So hey, so yeah, so good, great point. So great point. So here, let me tell you, one of the, just I'll just get. I mean, we could go all day on this. So influence is the most valuable thing that you could have. If when you have influence, it opens doors that you can't open otherwise. So let's say, for instance, when I came to Frisco for the very first time, I remember I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook, but anyways, I became connected with the mayor. I became connected with some of the government officials, things of that nature. Now, if you got a page on Instagram that has 100,000 followers, I don't give a damn what you're asking. If you want to say, hey, I just wanted to say thank you for all you do for the city of Frisco. If there, there's ever anything I could do, I'd love to get connected. Is there anything how could I plug in and be a part of helping grow the city of Frisco or help support you and what you're doing? The kind of responses you would get to that are, because of the number of followers you have, they would probably invite you to be a part of something. They would probably look at you differently, treat you differently. Doesn't matter how many homes you sold, but the number of followers shows that you were influential, right? So, and so that it opens. That's what I mean when I say it opens doors. John Chiplack, what's up, Chip? Dude, I can't tell. I got to tell Chip this. There's not a first of all, dude, you're looking fly as ever with those red shoes, dude, in the jacket. Bro, dude, so sweet. I can't tell you every day, bro. Every day I'm on the call with somebody. Every single day, your name comes up with somebody that we're working with that's either already in our group at EXP, but with what you're doing and your events and the coaching and training you're doing and the one-on-one coaching you're doing, bro, you're changing lives and helping a lot of people. And I get to hear about it all the time. So just wanted to give you a thumbs up, man. Love you and appreciate everything you do. But I hear you all the time. I hear your name, man. It's like it's literally like you're the only guy out there anymore. So it's awesome.
He's a grandpa now.
Grandpa, congratulations, man. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. You have to tell me how that feels. You have to tell me how that feels. I'm not ready yet, but I might not be. What's up, Dustin Black? What's up, brother? Dustin was in town the other day. Did a podcast with Reese and Woods over at the Reese compound. And it was fire, man. Dustin Black's, if anybody who didn't listen to that, so if you're not a part of the Get Money Now group on Facebook, you should go join Get Money Now. You can go to the URL, joingetmoneynow.com and join that Facebook group. We're just throwing down some good stuff that's low cost, shoestring budget, all the things that are easy to implement to get some money now, right? If you want to get money now, or you want to hear from people that are getting money now, then that's the podcast to listen to. But anyways, we did an interview with Dustin Black, and as I reflected on the conversation afterwards, he became even more of an icon to me. He just plays at another level, and you got to go listen to it. How he talks about what Dustin did with Jason Aldean in Las Vegas is by far my favorite story. He had a lot of good stories, but it's by far my favorite story of all time. And when you see the look on his face, he basically lost $125,000 gambling, but he built a relationship with Jason Aldean. I'm not going to try to spoil the whole story, but you got to listen to the story. But and Dustin's in the music business in Nashville, amongst other things, Black Tie Moving and all the other things he's doing now. But he said his wife was the first time his wife ever sat and watched him lose that much money gambling, and she said, and she was pissed. You can imagine, right? Dude, my wife would be like, "What the? Get your ass out of here!" But I'm with Jason Aldean, and I got a marker. I'm going to loan him $25,000, so he don't have to get up and go get some more money. And Dustin is strategic. And he's building a relationship, and he made an investment. He's
the best builder,
best relationship ever. Guy you'll ever meet, best ever. He broke down the science behind it, and it was just cool to hear. But when I saw him smiling, he was smiling ear to ear. He said, "That was just an investment. I know what's the relationship with Rascal Flatts that I have, right? So they bought three franchises from him that do $3 million a year. That's a $3 million. That's just to scratch the surface. That's a $3 million relationship. What would I pay for that? He gave a $12,000 move away, basically gave the money, wrote the check to charity, told them to write the check to their favorite charity instead of writing him the check, built a relationship, $3 million business later, they're still doing business deals and doing all kinds of things together. What was that? Was that really a cost to him? No, it was an investment into a relationship. Anyways, he goes into it. It's an incredible podcast. But when I saw him smile about the $125,000 loss, because of me sitting over in the chair across from him, I'm going, damn, that would have hurt. You know what I'm saying? 125 G's lost on the blackjack table. You know, I would have been squirming in my seat. You know what I'm saying? But he was smiling as big as ever because he knew what he built. He built a relationship with Jason Aldean, and the value of that you couldn't have bought for 125 grand. You know what I'm saying? A different level of thinking. And so, anyways, he's just a gangster. So good, glad you stopped by, brother. Love you. Yeah. Fortunate to have people like that in our life.
So if you're someone that lives in Dallas, Nashville, Cleveland, Columbus, I think LA. Where else is there black tie moving? I'm leaving one out.
I think he's up to.
Where's
I want to say 35.
Elvis is in. Where the hell is Elvis from? I have too many of these. Apparently.
We should know the answer to that.
Yeah, we should.
Tennessee.
Somewhere in Tennessee.
Is it Tennessee?
But he's the fastest growing moving franchise ever right now.
Yeah.
And if you're in any of those cities, you need to, and you're thinking of a move, you need to look up and Google black tie moving.
Right. And you should really, if you can't find them, then you need to reach out to the franchise services and look at the opportunity, because it's a legit opportunity.
And, you know, Gary LeVox is.
There he goes. Atlanta, Arizona, Memphis, Naples. He's all over, man. He's blowing up.
Yeah.
He's blowing up.
So Gary and him went and partnered on the Ohio franchises, which started in Columbus because that's where Gary's from, and now in Cleveland. So if you're from either of those, Gary,
Memphis, Graceland,
or Memphis. Thank you,
Dina.
Yep. Awesome.
Love you too, Dustin. All right, cool, man. So what else do we got? Do we have anything else we wanted to talk about? We'll keep people up all night here.
Yeah, you put in there a seven by 7.
My new ring light is Canada. Literally blinding.
eXpCanada?
Oh, yes.
Canada, eh? So
today I got to be careful how this comes across, because I don't want it to come across as let me put it this way. Man, opening a country is hard. So when we first were when we first joined, there's 5,000 whatever agents, right? Around 5,000 agents. And just about every market we would come into that was maybe not a mainstream market where there was already XP agents. There were several states we weren't in, right? I don't know. We were only in like 40 something states.
Yeah.
And opening states was a challenge, but coming right out of the gate, joining MLSs, like it's not easy. And you want to go really fast and they're like, slow the fuck down, please. Like, we got to get, like, there's a right and a wrong way to do this. People are going to come on board and have a good experience or bad experience. But like, it was really interesting to see, like, you know, how things unrolled in each marketplace, and some of the complexities of that some of us entrepreneurial types that like to build don't really care about, right? Like, we're just trying to build. Like, we got somebody on the hook ready to go. Open, say open, right. open.
Yes.
Open sesame. What do I got to say? Yes. Get this damn thing open. Let's go. Let's roll. And so, you know, the cool thing about this company, one of the many cool things about this company, is the leadership team, the board of directors, and the people that are really guiding and stewarding this company, including Glenn Sanford, are all about growing fast, not growing slow. Let's just slow it down. No, that ain't this company. We about taking over. And so, but there's always fear when you come into a new market. So Canada's only got a little less than 1,000 agents. And when you come into a new market, it's really hot in Canada right now, like really hot. I saw Brandon Town. What's up, brother? And there's just been some incongruency in conversation. We bring on a big leader in Canada, and they talk to someone, and they get a little mixed message about growth and how to grow, and just feeling a little bit incongruent about growing. And so we did what the company would want us to do. We set one of the core values being transparency. We said we have a challenge that we want to get resolved. So we put the CEO on a thread, and me and Mike and the CEO and the head of Canada and one of the brokers in Canada, and we all got on a call this morning. and we just talked through it, and we talked through what was true, what wasn't true, and what was real and what wasn't real, and we got on the same page, and the end result was, yeah, we're gonna grow fast in Canada. And so it was just, you know what I'm saying?
Love
like
bro.
It was just cool, man. You know, people don't know those things, those calls that go on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, you don't, I mean, I don't have any control over how that's going to go. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is try
the kind
to
of shit that doesn't happen in like other corporate America. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you don't get anywhere with that. That shit hits a sounding board and bounces off, and they're like back to the whatever they're doing. But they listen, and they want to help, and they want to be on the same page. And it was just cool to have, you know, to have both support from Jason Gesing, the CEO, and from Deborah Stevens, the head of Canada, and everyone involved was like working, just wanting to help make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you, like, you know, that would be the biggest turnoff if that wasn't possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would just feel like your hands are tied. Well, okay, I guess we're just not going to Canada, and we're just not gonna focus on that because our hands are tied here and we can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I don't know how many people actually resonate with that, but like, I can just tell you, I've been my whole life worked for myself and never had to work for someone else. One of my biggest fears was coming to a company where I had no control and not feeling like I had a way to bubble things up and try to get problems solved. And man, it's just a blessing to be in a company that they have core values, they live by them, and they're growth minded, and everyone's trying to win together. And it's just cool. This is fun, man. I mean, I'm having the best time of my life. So it's very cool.
Speaking of the best time of our lives, and I know that this isn't one of your talking points over here, but how about
look who's watching.
Who?
Look, you see? Can you see it? Can you see what I see on the screen? No, you don't see Sam Rodriguez.
No, what's up, Sam?
What's up, Sam? This is one of our leaders at EXP, one of the executives, and he probably in between phone calls. I know this man works his tail off, and instrumental in making the Chuck Fazio Revelation deal come together. And so that's a lot of people say, "Oh, good job, you guys. What did y'all do?" No, this was really more Sam and Chris Bear that made this happen, more so than us. So much love, much appreciation, forever, for a long time. Owe you guys for the effort that you guys put together and making that happen. So thank you guys for that.
Sam, we're gonna take you out. Take you to the best steak dinner.
Yeah, you're gonna eat steak you're gonna eat whatever you want for the rest of your life. We lost Al. Al's gone. He just disappeared. So appreciate you. But yeah, so it's really rocking in Canada now. A lot of excitement going on. Excitement everywhere, more so than I've seen since I've been at the company. I'm excited about that. Looking forward to man, it's about to be the selling season too. So it always gets better in the selling season when everybody's selling more houses. Yeah, it's exciting. So while we wait for Al to make it back on here, what can I do for you? Like, what question can I answer for you? What can I solve for you? If I was going to be working on something that would help you, what would that be? Anything that I could do to serve you, to help you grow your business, to help you with whatever it is you're working on, or answer any questions. Or if you want me to tell jokes, I can do that. While we wait on Al, I'm happy to tell jokes. I don't have a whole lot of jokes, but I can tell a few. What else you got? Nothing. You guys got nothing? Come on. Where's my phone here? So I'm not good at talking to myself. I like talking to Al. Uh-oh. Well, cool. Maybe Al's not coming back. I think we covered all of our points. So unless you guys have something you want me to cover, stay being awesome, bringing incredible fire and value to, so we keep kicking ass together. Amen to that, Aaron Foster. Yeah, looking forward to it. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of things coming up. If you guys would need me, you could jump in my calendar, go to jkinder.me. And I'm happy to help you with anybody that you're talking to about joining EXP. Those are my favorite calls. I do them all the time, all day, every day, and I love it. So if I can help you with anybody, put them in my calendar, and let's change people's lives. Let's add value. Let's improve the real estate industry. Let's improve the relationship with our clients and keep the real estate agent at the center of the real estate transaction by adding the most value to the client. And keep rocking it. That's it for this evening. It looks like Al didn't make it back. So we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Have a great evening. Appreciate you all.